Hi there. I am following up an earlier Instagram post from this week with this video and a full blog that you can check out on my website, kellymox.com. No, this is only a small portion of the information that's there. And my point in doing this little video was to give a little explanation of what I meant and what I mean when I'm talking about flow in the nervous system. And I'm working on the assumption that there's a little bit of knowledge about the nervous system. I'm not going into describing all of the different parts and pieces and functions here. But what I mean by flow is that we are not, the opposite of that, we're not actually stuck in any one particular state for any length of time. And really, many of us are, even not during a pandemic. Many of us have chronic stored stress in our body that we have not, maybe not learned how to release or been able to, and so our physiology gets stuck, and we may be chronically in this state of fight or flight, that sympathetic activation, or we may also be in a state of shutdown or freeze, parasympathetic. Or we may have a little bit of both going on. That's possible too. And when we are in those states chronically and we can't shift ourselves out of them, or we're noticing that we're not shifting out of them, then we're not flowing. What we'd like to see is that, yeah, you're going to get activated. There are going to be stressors and there are going to be things, but we have tools to either contain that activation or release the physiology, the stress response as it comes, and or we have tools to re-energize ourselves when we find ourselves sinking into maybe a state of shutdown. And as we move through those states then more smoothly and live more in a place of relaxed alertness, then we feel more flow. And so these are things we can do. There, if you go over to the blog, I offer some ideas for what you can do, how you can connect with things that can help you move through those states a little more smoothly and bring some restoration to the relaxed alertness, which is where we want to hang out more often. And knowing which approach to take at any given time is something that comes with practice. So there are times when I may feel activated and have sort of this electric energy, which I noted in the blog post. And it's taken some practice, check in with myself and determine, like, does my body need something calming, like a calming activity to contain that energy, or do I need something more vigorous to really just release that feeling and that stress energy? There's nobody that's here to say which thing you have to do. That's part of this whole process, is also the self-awareness and beginning to learn what works for you and what doesn't work for you and what your individual body needs. And practice is how it happens, which is also, why I'm talking about the structure and the support structures and the accountability piece over on the blog, especially when our nervous systems, our nervous systems are in heightened states or in a shutdown state. The frontal lobe is not, our thinking brain isn't functioning at its best, right? So we can't access that so well when we are in a state of fight or flight. And if we're trying to shift our nervous system and create more flow, having structure and accountability can be really supportive. So I'm going to leave it at that. Go check out the blog, and if you have any questions, feel free to shoot me an email.